Hey dear toy collectible fans, fly guy for TekSushi.com. Really glad to get this one in the mail last week. Have not had a chance to review it, but it's finally here. G.I. Joe Retaliation Snake Eyes. We'll give you a quick look at this. There's the box, beautiful box art with a nice silver foil on the front there, just mentioning the movie name. We get a picture of Ray Park in his Snake Eyes gear, and some pictures of the mountains from the Ninja Joe. Nice little symbol there on the side, never seen that before, very very nice indeed. And on the back the same symbol there at the 1/6 scale. MMS192 is the number, and there's lots of yada yada there. On the bottom of the box you'll see the G.I. Joe logo, and it's the same at the top pretty much. Continues on, yep, Snake Eyes, that's it. So if I take the sleeve off the box, you'll see, if I kind of flatten this down a little, you'll see that obviously extends across the entire piece there. So beautiful artwork on the box. Let me get that out of the way. Inside we'll get another picture, really cool, moody, broody picture of Snake Eyes there. And again with all these armour and gear on, it's just fantastic, this figure. Absolutely loving it. Not even showing you yet, I'm reminding you how much I love it. So everything's pretty much out of the box. I'll show you, I think there's a couple of spare hands in here, but otherwise everything else is on the figure. Actually kind of accessories light in some ways. There's not a great deal to this guy. Yeah, a couple of spare hands. The usual mix and setup that you've seen before. Closed, holding hands, fingers for holding swords, fists, all the same kind of stuff. So there's not much else in the box. Pretty straightforward. No instructions, nothing. So that's the box out the way. Let's get a look at the figure. It's just a stunner, it really is. Of course, comes with the standard Hot Toys small stand, which I'm very grateful for, instead of the big cumbersome ones we get on things like the Dark Knight. Let me just focus that a little. There we go. So he's got this really cool Sakurage tattoo or patch on his shoulder. And it's also on the sword. You'll just see that there. I'll give you a close-up of all the gear in just a minute, but just to give you that quick look at it. The detail on the fabric underneath. I mean, it's a relatively simple figure to pull together in some ways. A bit of armour really on a body and not too much else, but it's just great. It's the way they've done it. He just looks so cool. Snake Eyes looks awesome. That's just it. So G.I. Joe stand, again, great stand. It goes with all the other ones I have. I can't stand these other ones they make. Pain in the ass, but great looking figure. Let me show you in a little more detail some of the bits and pieces on it. So the sword that comes at the back is it's also got the tattoo on the patch, the Sakurage patch. You can see it, but it's a completely black blade with a kind of wooden handle. Now this thing is metal. It's quite heavy for what it is, but a nice kind of touch there, so you can can't remember the exact scenes in the movie, but he does have this sword. So again, we get to have two of these swords. The one that's in his hand is the best one for me, just because of the pure reflection on the material. Let me just take a bit of a closer look at it. Cool. So again, we get the serrated edge there, and all the detail glinting away there. It's beautiful. It's just so well done. And the kind of light handle there with the metal running through it. Beautifully done by Hot Toys. Really, really cool. The damn thing is sharp. So watch what you're doing. The weapon that it comes with, the main weapon there, standard Hot Toys stuff in terms of the barrel comes out the bottom, and you'll see one tiny little bullet in there. And it's the same if you cock back the, I think it's on his pistol. It's on the pistol. We'll see that again, that same piece. This again, lots of Hot Toys detail. The stock there goes down. This also moves at the back, so you get lots of different ways you can display this. I haven't moved anything else on it. I believe there are some other movable parts on it, but it's such a fragile weapon that I'm not gonna. So most of these parts work pretty easily and are quite solid, but I'm not going to start taking some of these pieces off. But I think some of them might move, but anyway, we'll let you discover that. Let you have the fun of doing that. The other weapon he's got here in his working holster on this side is the pistol. Let me just try and take this out, and again I'll show you that. So again, detail on the pistol is pretty good. It's kind of hard to see, but because it's solid jet black. But the same again, I can cock that pistol back. You can just see that moving up and down there. I can also just move that on a spring back and forth. And although you can't see it, it is in there. there's a little bullet in there on the gun itself, but it's also on the barrel when you take that out. So again, that beautiful Hot Toys detail. It even comes with bullets. Pretty damn slick. It's an amazing piece. And I got this from shopforme.com.au. Our local kind of guys here in Australia. They're an excellent Hot Toys retailer. Definitely checking them out if you're in Oz. You can also get these guys from Sideshow overseas. If you're there, maybe cheaper for you. You guys in the UK are kind of stuck with the import tax, so I don't really know the best place in the UK. I'm assuming somewhere like Forbidden Planet, but it's probably heavily marked up, so yeah, don't know. I'd love to know actually, guys in the UK, where do you get your Sideshow stuff and your Hot Toys, and any good places to avoid the import tax? Leave a note below, we'd love to know, so that other people can buy these things. So that's the main weapons. He also does come with two pretty unremarkable knives. I'll take one out just to show you. They fit in the sheaths pretty well, but they're really not a great deal to write home about. Kind of leather-like strap on them, and that's about it. He has the second knife, you'll see just there at the back, and of course this holster is fixed on him, and as is everything else. So the working holster that's there, you can just see at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. He comes with no other accessories. So it's all really down to the fabric of the costume and the armour, and it's really solid plastic. The head, the detail again on that visor for Snake Eyes and the chin piece, I just love it. I think it's fantastic. It looks really slick. This is essentially a bigger version of a figure here that I bought as usual from DarkSideToys.com. This was the G.I. Joe Retaliation Ninja Jewel, I believe it was. Ninja Jewel Snake Eyes, that's the one. So it's a big brother and little brother, really. They're very closely related in that design, because they're both from the movie, even down to the sword with the kind of wooden handle at the back there. So this is a great figure as well. We reviewed this on the channel, so check it out if you haven't seen it. But in terms of course, it's a Hot Toys body, so it's super articulated underneath. And on top of the black jumpsuit, which you can see in a little bit more detail down at the feet there with the zip going up there. It's even got the kind of dirt on the boots. You can barely see that, but he's got some tread on his shoes. And over that jumpsuit is that armour that's placed on top of it, and it's really relatively unremarkable. It's solid black. There's not a great deal to show you. Let's see if I can shine a light on some of it and if it makes any difference to you. But if I can lighten that a little, you can just see some of the details of the black kind of Velcro-like material that's put on there. There's differences in colours and patches and buckles, all sorts of detail going on, even down little metal studs you can almost see on the shoulders in different places. It's just a beautifully made figure. Absolutely love it, as you can probably tell. So that's pretty much it. Great looking figure. Cannot wait to get Storm Shadow to go with this guy. They look possibly some of the finest Hot Toys that I've ever seen. And this is just an absolute steal. If you haven't got it, get out there, get it. There'll be a link directly underneath this video. Click it, go buy it. You will not regret it if you're a G.I. Joe fan. A good friend of mine, I'm trying to convince them to get into Hot Toys. You know you want to, dude. You know you want to. I think he thinks they're very expensive, which they are. But man, are they cool. They're worth the wait for this. So that's it. It's a great looking figure, super articulated. You gotta buy it. You just gotta buy it if you're a G.I. Joe fan. But let us know what you think. Leave a comment below, or you can join us on Google+. We're on, just search for TekSushi. We're also on Facebook as facebook.com/TekSushi, and we're also on Twitter as twitter.com/TekSushi. That's it. See you soon, G.I. Joe fans. And if you're a real G.I. Joe fan, join us on Google+ in one of the communities we've started up there with the guys at Darkside Toys. We love G.I. Joe at the end of the day, and that's a great forum there for posting all your images and whatnot of Joe's, and there's been some great people posting stuff on there. Thank you, Baroness, for posting all our cool pics of her collection from Joe's. And that's it. We'll see you for more Hot Toys reviews coming up soon. Cheers.